International Project Cooperation and Management online course. MBTI Personality Test. MBTI Personality Test. Personality type or psychological type are terms most commonly associated with the model of personality development created by Isabel Briggs Myers, the author of the world's most widely used personality inventory, the MBTI or Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. Myers and her mother, Catherine Briggs, developed their model and inventory around the ideas and theories of psychologist Carl Jung, a contemporary of Sigmund Freud and a leading exponent of Gestalt personality theory. The basic MBTI model. 2 kinds of mental orientations, 2 kinds of mental processes. Why is a personality test needed? In the recruitment process, to avoid conflict within an organization, for self-esteem. How is the MBTI test built? Where do you prefer to get or focus your energy? What kind of information do you gather and trust? What process do you prefer in coming to decisions? How do you prefer to deal with the world around you? Each category has 2 types, making a total of 16 personality types. Where do you prefer to get or focus your energy? Those who prefer extroversion, E, are drawn to the outside world as their elemental source of energy. Rarely, if ever, do extroverted preference people feel their energy batteries are drained by excessive amounts of interaction with the outside world. They must engage with the things, people, places and activities going on in the outside world for their life force. Act first. Think, reflect later. Feel deprived when cut off from interaction with the outside world. Usually open to and motivated by the outside world of people and things. Enjoy change and wide variety in relationships with people. Where do you prefer to get or focus your energy? Those who prefer introversion, I, draw their primary energy from the inner world of information, thoughts, ideas, and other reflections. When circumstances require an excessive amount of attention spent in the outside world, those preferring introversion feel the need to retreat to a more private setting as if to recharge drained batteries. Think, reflect first, then act. Regularly require an amount of private time to recharge their batteries. Motivated internally, mind is sometimes so active that it is closed to the outside world. Prefer one-to-one communication and relationships. What kind of information do you gather and trust? Those who prefer sensing, S, perception, favor clear, tangible data and information that fits in well with their direct, here-and-now experience. Mentally live in the now, attending to present opportunities. Using common sense and creating practical solutions is automatic instinctual. Memory recall is rich in detail for facts and past events. Best at improvising from past experience. Like clear and concrete information. Dislike guessing when facts are fuzzy. What kind of information do you gather and trust? Those who prefer intuition, N, perception, are drawn to information that is more abstract, conceptual, big picture, and represents imaginative possibilities for the future. Mentally live in the future, attending to future possibilities. Using imagination and creating, inventing new possibilities is automatic instinctual. Memory recall emphasizes patterns, contexts, and connections. Best at improvising from theoretical understanding. Comfortable with ambiguous, fuzzy data and with guessing its meaning. What process do you prefer in coming to decisions? Those who prefer thinking, T, judgment, have a natural preference for making decisions in an objective, logical, and analytical manner, with an emphasis on the tasks and results to be accomplished. Instinctively search for facts and logic in a decision situation. Naturally notice tasks and work to be accomplished. Easily able to provide an objective and critical analysis. Accept conflict as a natural, normal part of relationships with people. What process do you prefer in coming to decisions? Those whose preference is for feeling, F, judgment, make their decisions in a somewhat global, harmony and value-oriented way, paying particular attention to the impact of decisions and actions on other people. Instinctively consider personal feelings and the impact on people in decision situations. Naturally sensitive to people's needs and reactions. Naturally seek consensus and popular opinions. Unsettled by conflict. Have almost a toxic reaction to disharmony. How do you prefer to deal with the world around you? Those who prefer judging, J, rely upon either their T or F preference to manage their outward life. This typically leads to a style oriented towards closure, organization, planning, and in some fashion managing the things and/or people found in the external environment. Their drive is to order the outside world. While some people enjoy an assertive manner, the ordering touch of others, with respect to people, may be light. Plan many of the details in advance before moving into action. Focus on task-related action. Complete meaningful segments before moving on. Work best and avoid stress when able to keep ahead of deadlines. Naturally use targets, dates, and standard routines to manage life. How do you prefer to deal with the world around you? Those who prefer perceiving, P, rely upon either their S or N preference to run their outward life. This typically results in an open, adaptable, flexible style of relating to the things and people found in the outside world. Their drive is to experience the outside world rather than order it. In general, a lack of closure is easily tolerated. Comfortable moving into action without a plan. Plan on the go. Like to multitask. Have variety. Mix work and play. Naturally tolerant of time pressure. Work best close to deadlines. Instinctively avoid commitments which interfere with flexibility, freedom, and variety. Assignment of personality types to professions. ESFJ are born team members wishing to perform the tasks entrusted to them as soon as possible, with minimum effort and a maximum amount of fun. ISTJ are born strategists. They have a specific vision and know how to lead an organization to growth. They love a challenge. INFJ are good psychologists, intuitively understanding human behavior. ENFP are those for whom life is a constant adventure. Often they are people of culture, artists, actors. INFP are idealists who live in accordance with their values. Myers-Briggs, a sample questionnaire. As a rule, current preoccupations worry you more than your future plans. You find it difficult to talk about your feelings. You feel at ease in a crowd. You do your best to complete a task on time. You are strongly touched by the stories about other people's troubles. You are more interested in a general idea than in the details of its realization. Strict observance of the established rules is likely to prevent a good outcome. Often you prefer to read a book than go to a party. You tend to rely on your experience rather than on theoretical alternatives. To go through the whole test, see the web link below.